Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin starts a little bit friendlier into the day. We want to talk about the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios. I'm going to give you two possible wave counts, more detailed about either the situation in which price completed here the wave 4 already, and in an alternative wave count where we are already in the wave 2. They are both bullish scenarios because one of them is short-term bearish, but still overall bullish because both are pointing to the upside in a third wave. Now, take those micro counts with a pinch of salt. They can change quickly in such a situation here, in a correction. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of up and down. Don't take them too seriously. Rather use them to understand when the breakout might occur or when they get confirmed, because they give us the relevant pivot points. Now, first of all, the idea is that a larger wave 2 bottomed on the 15th of June. If you've been watching my videos over the last few days, you'll know that, and over the last couple of weeks really, then you know that the assumption is at the moment that a larger wave 2 bottomed on the 15th of June. That is the wave 2 that came down off the March high. Alternatively, we can say this was wave 1. They are both possible and valid interpretations. However, if I have the wave 1 here, it is easier and more straightforward to count the wave 2 to the downside as complete. This is the overall bullish scenario. There is also within this a bearish case. We can talk about that as well. Could be that the move down was just an A wave of a wave 2. We have to reset the wave 2 over here. Yeah. And the move up is a B wave, and we're coming down in a C wave next. So basically an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. But this view will only become more likely if price comes closer to 26,190, our bullish support level down here. And especially if it will break it, okay? Because until then, this is our bullish range and price can use it with the assumption that wave 2 already bottomed. It's just that below the 78.6 retracement level, things are likely going to turn bearish. So if we now zoom in within this scenario, within the idea that a wave 2 already bottomed, we have two scenarios. In one of them, we can say that we already completed a wave 1 to the upside with the alternative wave 4 here, the wave 5 here on Friday. We can say wave 1 finished and we're now coming down in a wave 2 correction. What would be the micro count for that? So, I mean, it is very choppy and it doesn't really align with that idea, the micro count. Yeah, that's why I'm focused on the upside. Bitcoin has been holding really well. Good upside today. But first of all, let's talk about that. Okay, micro count for the short-term bearish scenario. How would it look like? Well, the idea I have is that I need to move these micro counts over there. So the idea is that we deal here with an ABC correction probably. That this was an A wave to the downside, which bottomed on the 26th of June. We might have a B wave in the making right now, which could be an Elliott Wave triangle. And then a C wave to the downside could take us into the yellow box down here, which is the short-term bearish scenario. Okay, so in this idea, the A wave bottomed. We are dealing currently with a so-called running triangle, which would be an ABCDE structure. A wave up, B wave down, C wave in the making now, but needs to stay below the A wave high. So that's also our logical breakout point, because above that level, this triangle is invalidated. I already gave you yesterday a resistance area here, going all the way up to 30,780. A break above that level would already make this scenario less likely and would rather emphasize a direct breakout to the upside in the short-term bullish scenario, which is at the moment the primary expectation still. And we start to see some potential signs that the low is in place, but it's just not enough yet. I cannot confirm at this stage, okay? But in this scenario here, we would be expecting now a C wave. That should land somewhere in this resistance area. We're already entering it, going all the way up to 30,780, then a higher low and a lower high, and then a sell-off down in a C wave. Just so that you can get an idea how would this wave 2 unfold, and I think this is quite a likely option. It's no problem that the B wave did overshoot to the downside. They do that in a so-called running triangle, but then the C wave must stay below the A wave high and the D wave above the B wave low. So that's one scenario for the short-term bearish case. What is the short-term bullish case? Again, that is still primary expectation. Doesn't mean it's massively more likely. It's just that we need to be ready for further upside because we haven't even broken relevant support. And the key value of this analysis is to understand what are the relevant pivot points for each scenario, because of course they can be used for trading if you like to do that. Yeah, I mean, in this scenario here, the idea is that also here we have a wave W down, yeah, an X wave to the upside and a Y wave to the downside. To be honest, in this scenario as well, at the moment I'm counting it like this, yeah. They are very similar micro counts, to be honest, very similar micro counts. It just would suggest that in this wave 4 we are going to hold this support area. So also here, I mean, the idea of the Elliott Wave triangle isn't dead. It is valid. It just means, but let me move the support area to the side. Also in this scenario, the triangle could play out, yeah. A wave down, the B wave as a triangle, and then the C wave would just not be that long. But it doesn't need to be that long. We measured the Fibonacci extensions yesterday and said, okay, depending on where the B wave finishes, but it should still all point towards the yellow support area, right? So from that point of view, expectations are at the moment for price to hold the higher support area. Of course, if we see that change, I will make you aware. At the moment, I have no confirmed bottoming signal in place, but as soon as price is going above 30,780, we can talk about the lowest in for this wave 4. It's just that, again, without a signal, we can't confirm that. That's sort of the signal we would want. Until then, we have to expect here sideways or down, but waiting for a signal pretty much. We can get a signal at any time. Bitcoin doesn't need to come down any lower. And also a triangle would be an idea here, or that the wave B already topped and we're coming down in a C wave, maybe an ending diagonal. Very messy though, and that would be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are both possible, okay? And this could become some kind of a descending wedge pattern. We will see. Just to give you some micro counts. And for me, it's confirmation that we are in the wave 2 is a break below 28,546, but it would still be bullish, just short-term bearish. It is holding much better than many other coins though. And the break to the upside here at 30,780 would confirm further upside. So to understand the analysis correctly, I haven't called a bottom here. So I think at the moment there's a good chance to go a little lower, even though now the point is reached where it can break out at any time. This would be the signal level, 30,780. And I don't expect a bearish outcome here at this stage. So it would still be bullish, but the bullish range can be used entirely by the chart, and that goes down all the way to 26,190. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.